Welcome, Synchronauts, to the energy reading of the crystal moon of the rabbit of the galactic Mayan year of the blue lunar storm. So, we are having very interesting energies during this period of May the 30th until June 26th of this Gregorian year of 2021. On the one side, we are pulsating with the energy of the crystal tone, which is asking us to cooperate with others and dedicate our beings to the good of everyone. And on the other side, we have the energy of the totem of the rabbit. And if you know somebody that is born during this moon, or even yourself, then you probably have heard about these qualities of the rabbit, which are they are very active, they are very communicative, they are great friends, very sociable, and they are very sweet and cute, and they're very intelligent. They have a great imagination. So we have all of these energies permeating this moon, but also we have to remember that the rabbit is very fertile, so it brings an abundance of energy to you. So if you have projects or ideas or anything that you want to create, this is a very good moon to work with it, especially if it's a project that you're going to work with other people, because this is talking about cooperation in order to bring this fertility. So this is a good moment to do that. And on the other side, because of the wave spell energy of this year, in the fractal of this moon, we have the red crystal moon. So what does this mean? We have a double crystal moon. One is the energy of the year with the rabbit, and the other one is the fractal energy of the wave spell of the mirror. So in this case, what this is indicating is this need to connect with our fragility, with this side of us that might not seem so strong, but this vulnerability is giving us power in the sense of connecting with our emotions. So the moon is talking about going with the flow of your emotions. Just like the moon has different phases, we all have different moments in our emotional states. So embrace them. We're not supposed to be feeling good and happy and chirpy all the time. We also have the opportunity to feel like our dark side or our sadness, our fear, like connect with these energies. Don't push them away because it's not going to be good for you. It's rather recognize that they are there and try to use them to empower yourself. So this energy of the red crystal moon is also asking us to connect with our feminine energies. So try to be tender and sweet towards yourself. And it's also guided by the red crystal dragon. In this case, the dragon is asking you to please nourish yourself, tend to yourself before you can help others. I know right now we are very excited. Restrictions are being lifted, and we can start gathering with the people that we love. And many of these people we haven't seen in quite a long time. And it is important to do that. But it's also important to take care of your own energy. And if you're not really up to meeting in big gatherings yet, it's okay. Just take care of yourself and just be in a space where you can feel comfortable with your own emotions. So this is a very important thing to take into account right now. And not because we are starting to be able to gather physically, try to disregard or discard the opportunities to create other kinds of projects all over the world with this internet connection that we have. So if you're starting to connect with people from other countries or other places to do global projects, this is also a very good time to do that. Speaking from your heart and trying to look for the good of everybody. So these are the energies speaking about the galactic Mayan perspective. Now let's talk about what astronomical events we're having during this moon. On the one side, we have on June the 10th a solar eclipse, and it's an annular, so it's not a total eclipse, it's just an annular, just a partial eclipse. That is going to take place in different countries. But something that is very interesting about this eclipse in particular is that Mercury is in retrograde. Okay, and Mercury right now is in Gemini and is asking us to be discerning of what's happening. It's going to bring us adventure, a call for adventure, but also an opportunity for learning. And something very interesting to note is that from 1940 until today, we have only had three eclipses of this kind in conjunction with Mercury retrograde, that is solar eclipses. So this is very special. What does this mean? This means that Mercury is being eclipsed with the sun as well. So we have the sun, then we have Mercury, and then we have the moon, and then we have the Earth. So the Earth is going to be eclipsed in like in the sky. We're gonna see the moon. I'm sorry, the moon eclipsing the sun, and in between the moon and the sun there will be Mercury right in the middle. So this is very interesting because we're going to be pulsating not only the energies of the sun but also the energies of the moon. And in this case, Mercury is asking you to diversify the interpretation of reality. Try to get all of the information possible, and then with your discerning abilities, decide what information is right for you in this moment of your life. So this is interesting because Mercury retrograde normally is a very challenging time, especially for people who are communicating like I am right now. But it can also bring us really good opportunities for change, going into adventures and learn something new. Now, when the sun is being eclipsed, what we have observed here in Mexxicamelot is that there is like an opportunity to activate our consciousness, our solar consciousness. And when we have this kind of eclipse, what the moon does is gives us a pause, a moment of pause to make a reset in our minds, to try to change our mind for the better. So in this case, where we can see the shadow, or these different countries and places where you can see the eclipse, observe it in a more clear way, where the shadow comes in normally in a matter of days, weeks, or even months. People there are being reactivated in the need of asking for change, social change, for equity, for goodness, for opportunities for everybody to live in a more conscious way. So this might happen after this solar eclipse. We might see some social movements going on in the different countries where we will see the shadow of this eclipse coming on. It will be very interesting to be observing what happens here. Now, the other astronomic event that is very important is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. So for us that are up north, what this means is we're reaching the highest point of light during the year. So we're going to feel empowered, and we're going to feel very happy and ready to keep connecting and creating, preparing more seeds to be creating new projects. And we're going to start having the fruits of everything that we've worked with since the beginning of the spring. And we have to start preparing for the darker months of the year, for the winter. And for the people who are in the southern hemisphere right now and they're going towards the winter, they have to prepare to go within. This is a moment to go within, to stop activity, to connect with your emotions, with your thoughts, and start preparing your visions for the next solar cycle when the spring arrives. And then you will have prepared your seeds to go and create something new. So these are very important energies that are going to be accompanying us during this crystal moon of the rabbit. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, please remember to like and share. If you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, like and share. If you are watching us on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe, and also click on the little bell so that every time that we have a new video coming up, then you can be sure to receive the notification, and then you can come and watch. And I would love to see your comments as how you're living these energies during this crystal moon of the rabbit. And we will have more content coming for you in the coming weeks. Thank you for listening, Synchronauts. Have a lovely energy during this crystal moon of the rabbit.